Welcome to my very first live stream. I am so sorry about all those technical issues that were done earlier. Whew. But now that everything is all sorted out, let's get started. So I want to start off by doing some clay art. And I am sorry that my face isn't in the shot or anything like that. And I'm sorry about other close-ups. You'll have to see of my hand or whatnot. I did try to get the camera to work to how I wanted it to, but unfortunately, I just couldn't get it to go the way I was hoping for. So this was the best I was able to do. And again, I'm really sorry about having to stop it, restart it this whole entire time. I'm new to live streaming, so please just bear with me while we go along this journey. Alrighty, so let's get some clay out. Alrighty. Now this would be the first time I have worked with clay in, oh jeepers, it has been months, like crazy amount of months. I love doing art. I have always loved doing art pretty much my entire life, and my life goal was actually to become an artist. Let's see if we could just, there, that looks good for the camera. Now let's get that rolling pin. Alrighty, sorry, I dropped it earlier when I was trying to get everything sorted. So now we're just gonna go ahead and we're just gonna make like necklaces and stuff like that. Just gotta roll this out. It is a little bit of a pain in the butt to do it, but it'll be worth it in the long shot. So just a little information about myself. My name is Amanda. I am 27, going on 28 this year. Let me see. I live on Canada's East Coast in a province called New Brunswick, and I am really sorry that the camera is shaky. It was just how I have my my stand for my phone, my little tripod-like thing. I had to balance it on one table and then on another one. So again, I am really, really sorry about all the shakiness that is going on. And just in case you hear any background noise, I do have the window open to where I am right now in my little art room. So hopefully things will go good today. And I think they're gonna go good. Alrighty. So again, the clay, to kind of get the texture that you want, it's not always an easy thing, but I've learned watching a lot of videos online that just doing it your own way kind of works out the best for you. But there are a lot of art hacks, like hacks in general, that I have seen, and they've actually been really beneficial. Like I learned this one about a really neat way, well, to me it was kind of neat, about folding a chip bag so that it would be easier to fold and to use like the little chip clip thingy. So I've been doing that for a long time ever since. Okay, so now that I got the clay to, okay, it's a little bit thinner than what I wanted it, but we can still make it work. All right, so let's go get our shapes. Alrighty, let's see. So I got ovals, triangles, diamonds, raindrops, I want to say hexagons, hearts, stars, circles, squares, and flowers. So let's do some stars right now. Make a couple little stars right here with the smallest one. Now I have this idea for a moon star necklace that I want to do. I love, 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 love moon art. Again, sorry if you hear a lot of noise in the background. But yes, getting back to what I was just saying, I love, 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 love moon art and stuff like that. I always found it really pretty and fun and just like overall really exciting. I love space and stuff like that. I always have ever since I was a little kid. And like to me, space art, like galaxy stuff like that and the planets, it's just really cool. There's actually this YouTuber I really like watching called Casey Does Everything. I believe that was the name of his channel. I really highly recommend go seeing his channel. He does like planets out of spray paint and stuff like that. And he's really good at it too, but he does like way more than just spray paint. Like, dude, he's like the jack of all trades, and it's just really cool seeing what he does. So I highly recommend his channel. Alrighty, so let's just get 4 little stars out here right now. Put that away. Now I'm thinking for the moon, we're gonna try to make some crescent moons here, so can try to make some circles. Get that out. And then I'm going to take the other smaller circle, so probably like maybe the second biggest one, and then just kind of going like this, taking some of that off to get the crescent moon shape. Let's see if I can get that off. Alrighty, we got our crescent moon, yay! Now for this little piece right here, I don't want to waste this, so I think I might trim a little bit more often and turn it into a little leaf. All right, so we got this little moon right here, as good as you can see it. So I'm just gonna try to smooth it out the best I can. This is one thing I always found really satisfying, like kind of one of those oddly satisfying moments, is just smoothing out the clay like before it starts to dry up and all that. It's like it's really adaptable and moldable, for a lack of a better word. Alrighty, I think I need to trim a little bit more off this circle, so I'm just gonna go and do this and take a little bit off there. So there, we got a little bit more trimmed off there. And I'll just smooth that part out. But if it doesn't work out, I can just start all over again. Oh, yeah, I kind of messed it up. Whoops. Can always fix this somehow. But if not, I could just re-roll it and then do it again. Which honestly, I think I might do that. It'd probably be the better option. I am also thinking of doing a part 2 to this live stream, maybe tomorrow or the next day after. So in about maybe another couple days. I'm gonna wait until the clay dries fully, and then I just want to paint it right after. I think that'd be super fun to do. So that would be another fun thing to do on my live stream. Alrighty, so it's back into a little ball, as you can see. So I'm just gonna kind of roll this out a little bit. And then try to turn that back into a moon. Oh, sweet, we got some people coming in already. Thank you so much for joining. How are you guys doing today? I hope this all turns out really good. And again, please just bear with me. I'm new to live streaming. All right, so I rolled this out a little bit thinner than what I should have, but we can still make it work. So we're just gonna take the circle and do that. Place that scrap there for now. Alrighty, and take the little circle, well, maybe the medium like circle, and then just kind of place it where you want it to go. Smush it. Alrighty, and again, sorry for the wobbly camera. It's just how I was able to balance everything to the best that I could. Alrighty, now we got our crescent moon. That looks so much better than how I did it the first time. It's still a little bit flat though, but I can still make it work. So with this piece, I'm just gonna add it to the scrap clay part. And actually, I don't need to do anything on it, which is really good. So, yay. Alrighty. So now, I think I'm just gonna roll this part of the clay out a little bit more to try to thin it out a little bit more. Just move this cutters. Try to get at least a little bit more thinness out of it. Some areas are thicker than the most. Alrighty, let's try to get that. And again, sorry for the noise that's going on outside. Alright, so this should be consistently thinner-ish enough. So let's try to get that going. Because I really want to make these little stars work out too. But if not, I could just try to reball them and then see how that goes. Although with this one, that actually looks pretty good. So I think I might make these ones into little earrings. I haven't done that in a while, so that would actually be a lot of fun. And I'm just gonna pinch that to get the corners looking good. Set that down right there. I think I might make a necklace and earring set. How about that? That'd be super fun. One thing I've always really loved about art is like with all these different genres, for lack of a better word, like you got abstract, which is my favorite. You got surrealism, which is what Salvador Dali did. Then you got surrealism, realism, and just like so many more different types of art. It's just really neat to see, like so freaking cool seeing what people can make. And I don't know, it's just always really fascinated me with how much fun art can be. But the reason why abstract is always my favorite was because you can literally do anything. Like, you got Andy Warhol, like the guy, he was on another level on his own back in his heyday. Like, he did the infamous soup can painting, and then, oh shoot, what was it called? It was like he did those paintings where he would paint somebody's face, but then like different colors. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's, I think you get the idea. But it was just like so cool being able to see somebody do that and just like make a really good living out of it, even though he was really bad drug addict and stuff like that. And I guess a fame and fortune, unfortunately. All right, so back to this. I think for now, we're gonna let these dry, but I'm just gonna poke holes in them. So I just need to get the toothpicks out and just poke the little holes in them so I can get the loops through them. Usually I think I might do it this way to make it easier for the hoop. And to the second one. Perfect. Alrighty. There. Alrighty, so now I can also do this with the moon. I'm just going to poke a little hole in it for when I go to hoop it through for the necklace. And then once that dries, it'll be good to go to paint. And the set will be complete, so yay. I'm just going to put this piece of clay away really quick so that it doesn't dry out. It's the last thing I want is for my stuff to go dry and will not be good. It's never fun. Put that right there and just close this right here. Alrighty, so now that that's settled, let's see now, what am I going to do with these two stars? I think I might glue or score one of the stars onto this moon. That would actually look really nice, not gonna lie. So I think I might do that instead. Alright, I'm just gonna move this off to the side a little bit, move this over here. Let's see where that goes. Can maybe place it right there. I hope you guys are able to get a good view of what I am working with. If not, I'm really sorry. I'm still trying to figure all this out. I think I might do that right about... I kind of like that though. Maybe add... No, the other one's just overdoing it. Although I think I might do the thinner one. So with this star, I don't know. Where do you guys think it should go? Should probably kind of make it go like right there. Or like maybe right there. I kind of like it right here, to be honest. So I think I'll do that. Alrighty. Just start to score this. And score the back. All right, now we're just gonna get some water on and place that, and just place a tiny little bit on the back of the star so that it will hold into place. There, now I just kind of press it down gently. There. And now we wait for it to dry. Oh, that's gonna look so nice when it's fully painted and everything. That is going to look fantastic. All right, just gonna fix this star up a little bit, just kind of smooth it out. Don't want the earrings looking wonky or anything like that. I want it to look good. I actually do have a website on, well, a Facebook page, I should say. It is called It's All Coming Together Art. If you guys want to go check that out on Facebook. I sell bookmarks, earrings, necklaces, clay trays, a lot of things really. I even do art commissions. Actually in the process of designing a tattoo right now for a friend of mine, so that's really exciting. And I do like to charge reasonable prices, so I want to be able to charge prices where people can, you know, afford it, but still enjoy the art. That's what I like to try to do so that everybody wins. So honestly, this day and age with how shit is, it's really complicated, and you got to try to, like, I want people to be able to enjoy things even though times are really hard right now. So that's why I try to charge fair prices. Let's see, just gotta fix that part up a little bit. There. So another little fun fact about myself, I am a huge Pokemon fan. I have been a massive Pokemon fan for the last 24 years of my life. Since January 2000 actually. I was turning 4 that year, but my birthday's in September, so I was still 3. My mom, she took me to this Pokemon themed day event at a shopping mall from my hometown where I grew up in. Well, I moved around growing up, but I spent a good chunk of my life in my hometown, obviously. But anyway, so she took me to this Pokemon Day themed event thing at the mall. And she thought it was just going to be a phase, you know, like how kids tend to go through stuff like that. But nope. The last 24 years, I have dedicated my life to Pokemon. Honestly, I've never been ashamed to admit that I'm a Pokemon fan. I just really love Pokemon. It's so much fun, and especially now that we're in Generation 9 now and over 1,000 Pokemon. That's just crazy. Like, I honestly didn't think it would take that long to get to over, like, let alone 1,000 Pokemon. And now we have just over 1,000. I'm not exactly sure the exact number of Pokemon that are now, but I know it's over 1,000, and that's just literal mind blowing. Let's see now. Let's fix this up a little bit. Again, I'm really sorry for having this off camera a lot. It's a force of habit of me to just kind of put things up to my face as close as I can get so I can see it good. I am really sorry about that. Okay, so now that we got the earrings and the necklace ready, let's see, what else can we make? Let's do some heart shapes. I love doing hearts. They're so much fun. Plus, they look super cute. All right, so let's get the hearts out. Put the circles away first. I might need those for later. Let's see. Let's go for the big heart. Let's make a heart necklace. All right, just gonna try to get that out. So that's doing good. Press this out gently. I don't want it to smush or anything like that. So there, we got the first heart. I'm gonna set that down right there. And I'm just gonna maybe take out another one. Just do that right here. Let's see. Now we do this. Just push it out gently. There. There. Heart number 2. So now I'm just gonna go and smooth this out. I probably should have smoothed out the moon before I put the star on, so it's my fault for that. Alrighty. So once this is good, we're just gonna place that down and then we're gonna smooth the other one out. What kind of art do you guys like to do? I like to try to experiment with a lot of different arts. I love doing drawings, paintings, clay art. I recently got into acrylic paint pouring a few months ago, and that's honestly been really fun. I made this really neat, like this really nice welcome sign for my apartment door a while back, and honestly I'm tooting my own horn here, not gonna lie. I really like how it turned out. The colors turned out amazing, and the way the wooden letters just work on the sign, it just chef's kiss, like mwah, it just looks so good. Alrighty, so now that that's smoothed out, we're gonna smooth out this one. Actually, these could make pretty cute heart earrings, so I think I just might do that instead. Alright, so that's getting close to being smoothed out. Let's see now. I'm gonna fix that back here. Okay, that is done. Just gotta smooth out this little part right here, and then the heart will be done. Oh, and just in case if you're wondering what type of paper here I have on my table, it is wax paper. I've seen a lot of art videos on YouTube where people who do clay art, they put wax paper down, and honestly, it has been a lifesaver. So much better than when I was just placing it right here on the silicone rubber mat thing I was using prior, because it was just such a pain in the ass to get off. Holy frig. Alright, so now just like before, gotta poke the holes in so the hoop parts can go through, and then I can do the back part of the earrings. So let's just do that right here. Alright, that part is done. And then now we're just gonna do it onto this one. There. That is going to look really nice once they're all painted, which will probably be in the next live stream in about, I'm gonna say maybe 2 to 3 days. Kind of get myself prepped up for that. Not gonna lie, I was extremely nervous about doing this live stream. Like many others, I have anxiety. Like there's no tomorrow. Like there's no friggin' tomorrow. And my anxiety was just like going through the roof because I was literally counting down the minutes within the last half hour to the live stream. Okay, let's see. Let's do some diamonds next. Let's do some diamonds. Let's do some little diamonds. So we're just gonna take out one right here. I will smooth all that out once I'm done getting them done. And then we're just gonna take this other one right here. So another little fun fact about myself, when it comes to my mental health state, I have, like many others, I have depression, anxiety, I also have PTSD, and I have what is called borderline personality disorder. It's a very complex thing that you can either get it through traumatic events throughout your life, or it can also be hereditary, meaning you could get it from your parents. I'm not really sure how I got mine exactly. I think it might have been like the first part I said, but growing up, like it really, part of my language, like it fucks you up. It really does, not gonna lie. It fucks you up a lot, and it's really hard to kind of deal with your emotions because you weren't properly able to express your emotions in a constructive way. So with BPD, borderline personality disorder, it just makes it go all over the place, and you end up going into a mood, like it could be like an extreme happy mood, or like a sad mood, or an anger mood, and it can last from minutes or to even hours. Like you never know how long it's gonna last. So when you come out of it, you feel like absolute garbage. It just, because of knowing how you reacted, especially to like your loved ones or your friends and stuff like that. So it really can fuck you up, but once you figure out how to deal with it, it really does make a big difference. And I got diagnosed 3 years ago at the it was like the last day of April or something like that. And the second I got diagnosed with it, massive life change because then I finally knew what was going on with me. Okay, so now that we got the diamonds out, I am going to smooth these out. So that'll look nice when it fully dries. I usually like to wait 24 hours at the most to let the clay dry so that I give time for, you know, all that jazz with the process of it and all. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to move the camera. Just gonna smooth this out and then smooth out the other side. And then we're gonna go work on the other diamond. I think next time I make a little mushroom necklace. I love mushroom art just as much as I love space and galaxy art and stuff like that. I know I'm probably being a cliche by saying that, but I just always found it really adorable with how a lot of the mushroom art can go. And it's just like especially with the whole cottagecore thing, I've seen the cottagecore art that looks so pretty. So, so pretty. And I really like that. So I'm gonna try to do something like that. Okay, so that's one diamond smoothed out. Now we just gotta smooth out the other one, which really needs it. Not gonna lie, it really needs it. Alrighty. Kind of going back to Pokemon, what do you guys, like, for those of you who are fans of Pokemon, what would you say is your favorite Pokemon? Mine, personally, my all-time favorite Pokemon is Vaporeon, which is a water-type evolution from the very first generation, the original 151 in the Kanto region. Now, I know some of you will probably be like, oh, yeah, we know why, blah, 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 but it's like, no, y'all are nasty. That's not the reason. I fell in love with Vaporeon from the original Kanto anime. What was the episode called? Battle for the Eevee Brothers or something like that, where they were introducing like a lot of stone evolution Pokemon, and Vaporeon was one of them because you evolve Eevee into Vaporeon using a water stone. And I was just thought it like super pretty and super cute, and it's just like I just loved it overall. So that just became my favorite Pokemon, and it's actually my tattoo, which I hope you guys can see. It does need to be I can't and touch up, that's the word. I almost said update. It needs to have a touch up though because I'm a diabetic, and my cousin who's a tattoo artist who did the tattoo, she said that she didn't want to chew my skin out, her words, of my tattoo. So it is going to have a touch up at some point, but I really do love it. And I'm hoping to get more tattoos in the future if I'm able to afford them, which is the downside to being an adult because of all the bills, which sucks. Not gonna lie, being an adult really, really sucks. Okay, so to get out of that, we're just gonna roll this thing of clay back into a ball. Oh, gotta get these scraps again too. Can't forget those. So we're just gonna roll this back up into a ball, and I'm just gonna kind of pick away at it some, you know, like add some water to it so it doesn't fully harden. Oops, sorry. Sorry I keep bumping the camera. I don't mean to. Alrighty, so we're just gonna mix a little bit of water into this, kind of roll it around. Put a little bit more water on it just in case. Spread that around. Do-do-do-do-do. Alrighty, so now that we got the ball settled, I'm just gonna kind of smush that down a little bit so that it'll stay in place, and I'm just gonna pick away at it to make the little mushroom. See, gotta put water on this. Oop, crumbling apart, that's not good. Alrighty. I know a lot of people might not even watch this live stream, but to be honest, I don't really care. I'm just really enjoying doing this, and I've been going through a horrible, horrible art block for, unfortunately, a lengthy period of time. So I'm hoping this will get me out of that art block funk. Okay, so now with the mushroom, we're just gonna kind of shape it, flatten it on the bottom to get the round like part. Let's see, I did this before. I know I could do it again. Let's see now. There, that looks good, right? Maybe fix up this end of it. Smooth it out some, maybe just try to round it up a little bit more. And again, I'm really sorry I keep doing it off camera. It's just a force of habit of me of, you know, kind of putting it close-ish to my face so that I can see it properly and be able to work with it. All right, that should do it now. Just kind of try to get that little dent put in on the bottom. There, now we gotta smooth it out. Always, always, always smooth out the clay so that when it dries, it won't be really crackly looking. Gotta smooth out the cracks and the bumps. Plus, just overall with smoothing it out, it's just gonna really help take its shape a lot more. Alright, so hopefully this will be done. Smooth out enough. Gotta smooth out the bottom. There, that looks good enough. So now we can work on the little stem parts. Just gonna roll it up into a little log-like shape like this. And again, sorry for the camera wobble. Hopefully next time I do the live stream, I'll hopefully have the camera part figured out a lot better. I'm gonna get better at it over time. And I'm just gonna kind of flatten, kind of round it off. But we're gonna kind of smush it down, smush it around it. Maybe not right now. It's trial and error with this. Trial and error. That's all it really is with a lot of things, just trial and error. It's like that with cooking, baking, doing art, just like anything really. But practice makes progress. Indeed it does. So we're just gonna put a little bit of water on this so that it won't crackle up so much when we go to roll it out more into a log-like shape. All right, now we're just kind of gonna roll this out a little bit. I think I rolled it out a little too much. I wanted it shorter. I'm just kind of gonna smush it down some and then kind of smush and shape. As weird as that sounds, but it does work. Most of the time. Alrighty, so kind of want to keep the shape of a little stumpy like mushroom stem. There, what do you think? That should be good. And let's see. Oh, that actually looks really nice. So now we are going to smooth out the stumpy stem. I'm just going to call it a stump to make it easier. We're going to smooth out the stump and then we're going to score it onto the mushroom. Okay, so now that we got it smoothed out, we can start to score it onto the mushroom. So just gotta take the toothpick, score, score, score. I remember learning this when I was in middle school or high school. I think I might have been in middle school when I learned about this scoring technique with clay. To me, it was just like mind baffling at the time. When I was in high school, from grade 9 to grade 12, I made sure that I took art classes every year. I've always, always, always loved art, and one of my biggest ambitions in life was to hopefully become an actual artist. So I'm also hoping that by doing this, it will help me out immensely as well. But if not, that's okay. I just also love doing it for the fun of it. There, and just kind of gently press that down. There. The mushroom is done. Now it is going to be a little hard for, oh no, I guess it isn't hard for it to balance. That's actually really good. Okay, so where did I put those? Okay, I'm going to see if these hoops are on here so that I can. Okay, I gotta do it that way. Let's see, where's that toothpick? So just like we did with the stars, I am going to have to make an insertion. I don't really want to. Actually, let me see if I have anything else for that. Let me see. I think I might. Probably doesn't really look it. I think I can still make it work. Let me see now. Let's see if I can try to grab it here. Oh no, okay, that's not it. Okay, we're gonna have to use the big hoops. Okay, well, try it on that part. So, I am going to go for the biggest shaped ones right now. And I forgot to get my pliers, so that's always fun. Thought I was fully prepared, but I guess I wasn't. I can just do this in the meantime, just kind of pull it apart. Oh, I need to smooth out the mushroom again. I'll do that in a second. Okay, so kind of hoping to just try to get it like that, hopefully without breaking the top of the mushroom. That is the last thing that we want. Okay, good. Now that we got that, we just need to smooth in the parts of the clay that kind of got ripped apart, but that's okay. You can still fix it, so that's the main thing. Just takes a little bit of patience to do it, which is kind of ironic because patience is something I never had or was never good at. Man, I'll be like if I could do a waiting for a package from Amazon. I'm not bad. Alright, so that's one part fixed. Now we just need to try to fix the other part. Use a toothpick first. It's not easy to try to fix this part, I'll say that. Not easy at all. But I know if I can try to push some of it in and then smooth it out, that could actually work. Well, you know what does work? It's actually taking better shape for the mushroom. Go figure. Alright, now for this part, I just need it to stay like that, but it's not going to be easy. Yeah, sometimes when it comes to dealing with clay, it never goes how you want it to. Well, I guess that's like life in general. It's like Forrest Gump, Mama was said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Which is true. I guess I suppose in life that can always be interesting, but also super scary beyond belief. But what can you do? Alright, so I'm just gonna fix this part of the mushroom again. I thought I had it smoothed out, but I guess it decided to not go smooth. So I'm just gonna do that. Alrighty, now the mushroom is done. I had silicone molds in here somewhere where there was like bumblebees and flowers. I just have no idea where they went right now. I do apologize for that. So hopefully I'll be able to find them again. Alright, sorry if there was a brief pause for a second. I forgot about this warning that was going to be sent out throughout my home province of New Brunswick. And for those living in the States, for what you call states, we call provinces here. So I live in the province of New Brunswick on Canada's east coast. It's an interesting province, I'll give it that. We are known for our fiddleheads, which is actually fiddlehead season right now. Man, they're so good. Fiddleheads can only actually be found in New Brunswick and in the state of Maine, so I find that actually kind of cool. I find a lot of weird little interesting facts just kind of fascinating to me. So with this piece, I have no idea what I am going to be doing. Let's just make another little mushroom. Let's do that, actually. That would be fun. Let's make another little mushroom. Okay, so we smooth it out, and now we are just going to try to shape it. Kind of smush the bottom to get the bottom part of the mushroom. Smoosh. A lot of smushing with the clay, but I guess that's normally how it goes. Now we gotta smooth it out. Alrighty. Now just gonna still smooth it out. There's still quite a bit of it to smooth. Well, not quite a bit, but it is pretty crackly. And again, sorry for the background noise outside. I had the window open to get some fresh air in here. See if we could try to still smooth this out. While still trying to maintain the mushroom shapes. That's what we want in the long run. I'm thinking for those diamond earrings, I might just make them little stud earrings, kind of make it easier. See, that should be smoothed out enough by now. So now we can work on the little stub. I think that's a little too much clay, so just take some of that off and put it back like that. Some water on it to help smooth it. Plus it's easier to shape it like that. Okay, so just roll it around in a ball and just kind of roll it into a stump. Since it's a smaller mushroom though, we're gonna have a smaller stump, so just kind of press that part down. There. Still kind of. Okay, so again, I ended up making it a little bit bigger than what I should have. I'll just take some of the clay off, so we'll get a little short stub. Some more water on it, and I am sorry if I'm mumbling to myself a lot. Alrighty, so now we got this rolled back into a ball, so we're just gonna roll it back into a little stump for lay mushroom. Okay, now, so gotta shape it with all the smushing. Smush, smush, smush. Shape, shape, shape. You guys remember Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius? There was this one character. Oh, what was his name? It was like Obi or something. He was supposed to be like a foreign exchange student, and he was singing this song, slap, 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 clap, clap, clap. It was so stupid, but it was so funny at the same time. Oh man. Man, I remember when the Jimmy Neutron Boy Genius movie came out. Like, that proves how old I am. I remember watching it when I was a little kid, and it was like so cool. And then come to find out when I got older that Tim Curry did the voice of the Alien King. I was like, what? And Tim Curry's a freaking legend. I love his acting. I loved him. I think it might be a cliche, overrated role, but my favorite Tim Curry performance, well, one of I should say, was when he did Dr. Frankenfurter in the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which turns 50 years old next year in 2025. That's really crazy. Like, one of the greatest cult classic movies ever. And funny enough, it started out as a joke. That's literally how it came to be. It was just because of a joke. Another favorite Tim Curry performance of mine is when he played Hexus in Ferngully the Last Rainforest, which came out in 91 or 92, but I grew up watching it a lot. It used to be on a VHS that my mom recorded for my sister and I, which again proves how old I am. That was such a really good movie though, and like honestly, Tim Curry and Robin Williams, especially as Batty, like they stole the show. Like they were what made the movie. Not gonna lie, they made the movie. I love Robin Williams, always have, always will, and it's just a shame with what happened in the end. Alright, so now that we got this mushroom stump on here, we're just gonna lightly press after we scored. Alrighty, so now that we got that. Alright, so the mushroom stump turned out to be a little bit longer than what I thought, but it still looks good. So I am going to have to do the same thing with the hoop, because I can't find the actual piece of jewelry equipment I need right now. My art room, not gonna lie, is kind of a mess right now. I gotta get more things organized in here. Alrighty, so now we'll do that. Ooh, stay. Okay, there. That should do it. That will stay. I probably should have tried to flatten out the mushroom bottom a little bit more, but I kind of like how it looks. It's really cute. Alright, get you to stay right there. I'll have to dig out another hoop. I think for now I'll go with a little bit smaller one. Alright, so let's see where it does. Here we go. So pull that apart. And just kind of hook it through. There. Now we just gotta fix it. Alright, just gotta fix the clay now. And then this mushroom necklace will be done to dry, and then we'll paint it later on. I think I might make another couple more moon shapes though. I really like those. And I think I might do some flowers after. Hopefully I'll have enough time to. Alrighty, so I need to smooth this out some. Smooth it on out. Smooth it on out. You guys ever see The Jeffersons? It was a TV show that came on in the 70s. It was a spin-off of All in the Family. It was actually a really good show. It was funny. You can definitely tell it was a show, like a product of its time, but it was still really good. All in the Family, though, that show, that was really ahead of its time. Did you know that All in the Family was actually the very first TV show to have the sound of a toilet flushing on TV? Go figure. Because apparently before that, they just wouldn't. I'm not really sure why, but All in the Family, it was like the first in a lot of things for a TV show. Star Trek, the original series, actually was the very first TV show to have the very first biracial kiss on TV between Captain Kirk and Uhura, or Uhura. I'm really sorry. I can never say her name right. Please don't get mad at me for that. I apologize. I do try really hard to say her name, but I can never say it properly. I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, that was the very first biracial kiss on TV. I will say that one of my favorite shows of all time, and again, it's probably overrated, but it's The Golden Girls. I grew up watching The Golden Girls with both my grandmothers, and it's just honestly one of my favorite shows. It's like a comfort show. Like you love watching it. It can make you feel good. You know, like it's just a really good show overall. Although I do gotta say though, probably my all time favorite TV show, sitcom wise at least, is The Big Bang Theory. I don't know why, but I've been a fan of it for, geez, I don't know how many years now. And I grew up watching it, and I watched it when the series finale came on, which was honestly kind of bittersweet. And it's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna end young Sheldon. I have not fully seen all of season 7 yet. I can't remember what episode I saw last in season 7. It was like maybe around episodes 5 or 6 or something like that. So I am a couple behind. So please no spoilers. But I haven't seen that picture online of Jim Parsons and Mayim Bialik reprising their roles for the finale of the series, actually. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they end it. I'm really looking forward to that. Alright, so now with this lump of clay, I am just going to try to get some water on it to smooth it out. I am really sorry I keep bumping the camera. I don't mean to. It just happens. Alright, so kind of get this into a ball before we roll it out. Let's try to get some teardrops in for it too. That'd be fun. Alright, just gonna move this little mushroom over here. There. Alright, so smush and roll. Smush and roll. Yeah, this is really gonna need quite a bit of water on it to help smooth it out, so let's just dunk a little bit of water on here. There. Should be enough to not only help smooth it out in some way, but to hopefully make sure it doesn't fully fall apart. Alright, now I'm just gonna move this so we can continue to roll the clay out. And if we gotta add more water, we'll just add some more water. Ooh! Was not expecting that. Keeps knocking down my little mushroom. You do not want to stay up. Alrighty. Where's that toothpick? Piece of dried clay got into it, so we'll just pick that out. If I'm able to. There we go. Did not want to come out. Alright, so we're just gonna put some more water on it, spread it around. Put some more on. Alrighty, there we go. Now we can continue. What do you guys think of Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss? I've seen Helluva Boss, all the episodes, so I'm really excited. The season 2 episode 8 is going to be coming out sometime this month, which is exciting because we're finally getting that full moon episode. And for Hazbin Hotel, I have not. The only full episode I have seen was when the very first episode got fully uploaded onto YouTube. So yeah, I have not been able to keep my Amazon Prime account going for quite some time now because I gotta pay bills and shit, which is annoying as hell. But I have seen enough on YouTube to know what happened. So I feel free to talk about it, spoil it, I don't care. But what do you guys think is gonna happen in season 2? Like with the whole Lilith thing and Alistair's deal, like there's this big rumor going around saying that Alistair made his deal with Lilith. So it's gonna be interesting to see if that actually happened. I don't know. Something tells me though that Alistair made a deal with somebody else. I just have a weird feeling that it's not with Lilith. It's probably with somebody else. I'm not really sure who though, but hopefully by season 2 we'll find out. And I really like Husker. I know his name is Husk, but it just feels weird if I say Husk and not Husker. So I just call him Husker. But yeah, I really like the relationship that Husker and Angel Dust form, especially after that episode, like their loser baby song. That's catchy as hell. Like, not gonna lie, that's really catchy. I really like that scene from the music number Hell's Greatest Dad when Lucifer and Alistair were playing their instruments, and then like after Alistair plays the piano, Lucifer comes in playing the accordion, quote unquote playing the accordion. But it's just funny that the face Lucifer gives is like it just looks so funny. It almost looks like he's constipated kind of look. I don't know, that's just what it looks like to me, and it makes me laugh every time I see it. But Nifty, she is like so all over the place, but I love her for it. She's just like so chaotic, and you never know what she's gonna say or do. I really love the premise though of Hazbin Hotel because it's like I really do think that people can change and be redeemed. It just really depends on the person themselves though. And like I am again, like I'm a full believer of like if people want change and stuff like that, but they have to be the ones to be doing it themselves. Like you can't force somebody to change who they are. Like they just are the way they are. And it's like unfortunately not everyone is a good person, but for the like at least there are people who are trying to make themselves better because like I know people throughout my life who have done really shitty things and now they're trying to make up for it, which I applaud them big time because it's not an easy thing to do to want to be able to make yourself a better person. And I really think that Hazbin Hotel, it really does have a really interesting premise with being able to do that, though. And Hello Boss, it's just like chaotic to no end. I've been watching it since 2021, I think. I think it was either late 2020 or early 2021, something like that. I can't really remember. I think it was sometime in late 2020. But yeah, I've been a fan of it ever since I saw it. Because, like, the pilot episode, it came up on my recommendation on YouTube, like, over and over. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to see what this is about. And I just been hooked on it ever since. I love how they keep going further with the stories of, like, the character development and all that. But I really want, like, I know I'm not the only one, but I really want a Millie-focused, like, a Millie-centered episode. And we did kind of get that with their new Helluva Boss short Tales Bells with Millie and her sister Sally Mae, which honestly, I really did like that episode. It was really nice to kind of tie us over and wait until the full moon episode comes out this month. So that was really nice. I'm glad that they're kind of doing that right now as well. All right, so now that we got the circles out, let's take the second biggest one so we can try to make some more moon shapes. Speaking of moons. All right, so there we go. You know what really shocked me a lot was you guys, for those of you who are watching, I hope you guys remember Vines. I loved watching Vines when I was in high school. They were so much fun. And one of the Vines, apparently, I had no idea it was made by Brandon Rogers. It was when he was at the Target and he was like, try to throw on me, see what happens, you know, kind of deal. And then somebody threw like a bag of candy at him. And I had no idea that was Brandon Rogers, the voice of Blitz. I really had no idea that was him until I saw a video of it on Facebook and be like, this is who the Vine stars are now. And I was like, what? Like, I was literally mind blown. I was so shocked. I had no idea that was him. I really love the voice cast that they got too with Helluva Boss. I feel like it was perfect casting. And I really hope that we get to see more of Luna. Because apparently, from what I've heard, the reason why she hasn't been speaking a whole lot in season 2 is because there was stuff going on with her voice actor. So hopefully things will get better with her there, and hopefully we'll get to be able to see more Luna, which I do think we will from what we got with the trailer. And I really like the fact that they're going to be showing Octavia more, Stolas' daughter. I really like her, and I'm hoping that we're going to be able to see like more character development out of her. So it's going to be interesting to see what the rest of season 2 has in store for everything, especially with the cherubs and the dork agents. I am really looking forward to that because I knew that it was so obvious that they were going to be coming back, but it was like, how were they going to be coming back? So the way they got it planned out for them, it's going to be so interesting, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Yeah, I know I'm just stacking on clay stuff right here. Don't mind me. I just find it easier to do it. Okay, so now that we got some moons, we just need to smooth them out with some water. Because it really needs it. After I smooth these out, actually, I think I'm going to be ending this live stream. So then I'm just going to wait until all of these are dry, and then come within the next couple days, I'm going to be able to do another live stream where I paint them. So that will be really fun. Oh, what did you guys think about Amazing Digital Circus? I really loved the pilot episode. It was really well done too. Like, I love the type of animation that was used for it. I feel like that's how you should do like 3D animation in a way. And I love how Gooseworks, like the creator of Amazing Digital Circus, was able to make glitches in the animation, like into the show. I thought that was like so cool because it reminded me so much of like all those old video games that I used to play when I was growing up, like CD-ROM games and stuff like that, or like just in general when the games would glitch. So I found that really cool that she was able to make that work into the show in general. And then have you guys seen like episode 2 where they went into the Candy Kingdom? I'm not gonna give any spoilers in case you guys have seen it. I really liked it. The ending, I was hoping what happened in the ending didn't happen, but yeah. So the ending, I don't know, it was kind of like bittersweet in a sense. That's the only way I could describe it. But I'm not going to give out any spoilers because I don't want to ruin it for anyone who has not seen it. But I am really looking forward to when they do more episodes of it. I still really like Jax. I know the fandom's been divided about Jax and all that, but I still really like him, especially with his voice actor. I am really sorry I can't remember the guy's name right now, but he was like Angel Dust's voice actor in the Has Been Hotel pilot from 2019. So I think that fits Jax very, very well for a voice. It really does. I think his name is Michael Kovac. I think that's his name. If it's not, I'm really sorry. I can't remember the guy's name, but it's like perfect casting choice for Jax. Ragatha and Jax and Zooble, they're my I really like all the characters actually, but like Ragatha, Jax, and Zooble, I don't know, I really like them the most. Like, I really like how Ragatha is trying to make sure that Pomni stays okay. You know, she's like not gonna abstract or anything like that, because like we don't want any of the main characters to abstract. Unfortunately, that happened to Kaufmo in the pilot episode. So I'm kind of hoping that they dive more into like the whole abstract thing as the series goes on to see like, you know, about all that. And then like the cellar where Kane put away Kaufmo after he abstracted. Like, I kind of want to know more about that. Like, what is going on with the cellar? Like, how many characters, quote unquote, actually abstracted? That's what I'm looking to find out. Like, how many were there in total? Because we know that Kinger, he is the oldest there out of the bunch. I think he's in like his 40s or 50s from what it said on the post that I saw. And then the youngest, who was the youngest? I think it was Gangle or Zooble or something like that. I really can't remember, but I know somebody was the youngest. I just can't remember who. My weird headcanon for Amazing Digital Circus is that Pomni's original name, like before she got into the game, her human name was Rebecca. I don't know why, but I'm just getting like strong Rebecca vibes from Pomni, so that's like my weird little headcanon. And then there's also like this theory about like the whole Cain and Abel thing. I can't fully remember how that story went in the Bible, but yeah, apparently there's like a big Cain and Abel thing theory going on with Cain. So that should be interesting to see if it's going to be confirmed or not. I really like the character designs too, because it's like Zooble. She reminds me of all these little doodle abstracty things that I used to draw when I was a kid growing up, and I just really love that. And I kind of like how they just made her like all over the place. And then her body comes apart really easily too. I wasn't really expecting that. I was like, oh, okay, that's actually kind of neat. So is that going to be like a running gag sort of deal? So that's kind of neat. I feel really bad for Gangle though, because like I just want her to be happy. But her mask is always getting broken, and then she's always end up being sad and is like, oh, I just want to hug you. Like you just need a big hug. That's all you need. Just want a hug. And I love Cain. He's like not afraid to say what we were all thinking, like especially during the pilot, like with Bubba, he's like, "What is wrong with you?" And like, "Why do you do this?" Like it was just so funny. Like he was saying what we were thinking. I loved it. I'm hoping that there will be like at least another Amazing Digital Circus episode to come out this year, like at least one more. So that'd be really cool to see how that goes. Okay, now that all of these are done, I need to poke holes in the moons. Gotta poke some holes so that I can get the necklace part done. Alright, so after this, I think I'm going to end the live stream. This one. And now for the last one. Alright, now that I got all the moons done, I think I'm going to end this live stream here. I just want to say thank you so much to everybody for joining in for my very first live stream, and it did go a little bit overboard longer than what I was hoping for. I was hoping to do it for like an hour, but I ended up going for over an hour, but that's okay. I am sorry that it took a while for me to get it started, but now that I finally got the camera part figured out, I will remember to do it for next time. So again, thank you guys so much for joining me on my very first live stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to comment on this later. If you want to see me make anything art related, just let me know and I will see if I can try to make it. I would love to do more art videos in the future, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. And again, thank you so insanely much for watching this, even though if it's like long past this stream, I don't really care. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a safe, fantastic, wonderful day, and I will see you in the next live stream. Bye!